one. Shop Talk.
I am Avaria, and this is Shop Talk, guys. Shop Talk was created to discuss views and opinions often discussed in a barbershop or a salon setting. We also advertise for businesses, and if you have something juicy going on, you hit your girl up and I'm going to get you on the show. So, let's Shop Talk. Let's chop it up, guys. So, tonight, we will be discussing two things. We will be discussing, should you take people serious in your DM that's trying to court you? And we will also be discussing this coronavirus, corona, whatever you want to call it. How are you adjusting to this? So, let's chop it up, guys. Let's Shop Talk. So, I thought it was kind of a great discussion to talk about people hopping in your DMs and if you take them serious or should you take them serious or not. So a lot of people got so many different dope views. I jotted them down, got the names, so we can chop it up about this discussion. Then also want to talk about Rona and how everybody is adjusting to this, because I know it's kind of crazy for me. So we're gonna chop it up tonight, guys. Of course, we're one-on-one, so I can kind of read off what you're saying because I can see it. So tune in, and yes. So first one is, how do y'all feel about people in your DMs? Do you take them serious when they're trying to talk to you or not? So I know me, myself personally, I really don't. I'm like a one-on-one person, and I use my social media for business. So I usually don't, I will say thank you, but I keep it moving, or I'll let them know that I'm dating somebody. Sometimes it's just to get them off my back. But yes, I usually don't date in a DM. But I found through, posting the stat that a lot of people have successfully dated in their DM. And what I mean by successfully is they ended up married or being in a serious relationship from it. So I thought that was really dope. I found, shout out to Brian Meach, he said they're missing out on opportunities. So I guess he means there's really good guys in the DMs. A lot of people was saying, huh?
Is he in the DM?
Yeah, he's one that's in the DM. He must think he's a good guy. So he said, you guys are missing out, not hollering at or allowing the brothers to holler at you in the DMs. So I don't know. China Miller, shout out to China. She said she thought that's what social media was for, to connect and to get to know people. So is that what Facebook is for? Is that what Instagram is for? And what is it, TikTok and things like that? I don't know. I know when I first got on Facebook, I was real serious about not dating in the DMs because I didn't think it was a dating site. I thought it was like a social site where you just socialize and you get to know people, but you just don't hop in my inbox like, what's up with you? Can I take you out? I really thought it was kind of strange. But now that times are changing and evolving, I can see how people are using social media as a form of getting to know someone in that way or trying to court them, especially if you work a lot or if you're not out a lot, or if people don't see you out a lot. The only way they might can connect with you and reach out to you is through social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I don't know, whatever. But so I'm getting it now, and I'm starting to understand, that people take social media a little more serious. Because again, I had more people say that they had successful relationships than not. Let me keep reading. Shout out Toya Young. Toya said no, she don't know because people husbands be in her DM. So she said she'll take people serious. Shout out to Toya Young because it be people husbands in her DM. So, you gotta, I guess, kind of tread light. You gotta do your investigating or trolling as you wanna call it or say it when it comes to dating on social media. I'm gonna skip the page a little bit because it kind of goes with where we're going, is flowing. Shout out to Artemis Cole. He said on social media, at least you get to see some insight on who the person is and how they carry themselves, and a little of who they are or want to be. So I think that's, accurate. I say that a lot myself. When people post certain things on social media, I'm like, oh wow, you feel that way? Or if it's someone that I'm dealing with, I'm like, what? Like, I'll check them real quick and then try to say like, oh, that's not real, or how is it not real? Somewhere in the back of your head or somewhere, it's either your alter ego, but you're thinking it, you feeling it, so it matters. Let's discuss it. What's up? So, but I'm just a straightforward type person where people would say, oh, me on social media, that's not really me, or that's someone else, or who is it? Is it your alter ego? Is it, who is it? And if it's someone else, then you shouldn't be trying to deal with me on social media. If this is not actually you and who you're showing to be, I can't take into consideration. So with that being said, don't try to talk to me in social media. Talk to me in real life and show me the real you. So somewhere I can take you serious if you don't want me to go off of who you are on social media. So I think, when, people say that in a sense like, oh, who I am on social media isn't really me, it's someone else, or you can't take me serious. Well, don't be in my DMs then. Don't try to talk to me on social media if that's not really you or who you are or how you really carry yourself and conduct yourself. Meet me in real life. I'm about that real life shit anyway. So that's just me. But shout out to Artemis Cole for that. Going on. Donovan Great said, shout out to Donovan, he said his homie met his wife through Facebook, and a few years later they're husband and wife. So every situation, every scenario is different. You might find someone who just luck up and meet someone, and it really ends up being something. Shout out to Nika. Absolutely not. People DMs beware and come off hard. Yes, come off very hard. Oh, shout out to Walter Hendricks. Hey boo. Thank you. I love blondes, so I think it compliments. Let's see what else. Just wanted to read. Shout out to Nita Ray. Boo, we got to get you on the show. She said, I'd rather not, but I guess it depends on the approach. Again, that's what another young lady said. She said, depending on the approach, some people I think come off very aggressive in the DM sometimes, and that can be a turn off, or you could come off as being very weird, or you want to show your body parts off and don't nobody want to see that. Guys, you guys have to be very careful of your approach, because for one, it's social media. We don't really know who you are. So, be yourself, but be a gentleman. And I think that's what we need to start practicing, being ladies and then being gentlemen, and then maybe somebody will take you more serious, or maybe will want to give you a chance. So that weird, that aggressive, or that corny, being real corny, or offering somebody over to your house, you gotta watch that, guys. This is just dropping some jewels. Like, if you don't have enough money to take someone out on a first date, just don't offer nobody to your house. That's just, and you're coming on to them and you're approaching them in the DM. Don't do it. Don't. So that's just my advice. That's just me personally. If you're really trying to get to know somebody or whatever. So let's go on. Michael G. Wood Sears. Shout out to him for participating. He said he met a woman from Alaska off Facebook, and she moved to Philly. They got engaged and was together 5 years. He said also, they split after the 5 years, but he said, why limit your choices to your area when the world is in your hands?
5 years?
I thought that was so dope. And I'm going to say it again. he said, why limit your choices to your area when the world is in your hands? I thought that just was a dope statement.
No, that's good.
So,
I like that.
you know, shout out to him to
Good
kind of,
idea.
you know, giving some clarity of why a person would, you know, probably friend request you and then jump in your DMs. So, you know, because sometimes I'm like, you know, you get friend requests from people from all over the world. And it's like, do I accept the friend request? Don't I? You know, but when you look at it in this aspect, you know, you got the world in your hands. I can meet a beautiful person anywhere and want to get to know them. It's just I can't approach you because I am across the world. So that helped me understand, because again, Shop Talk is about understanding, and I'm not really a judgmental person. I'm always trying to learn and better myself. So let's move on with this. Charmin Gentiles, I'm sorry, I'm probably messing people's names up, my apologies, but she says she normally answers her DMs, but how she responds depend on the time of day they inbox her and the conversation they're trying to have. So you got to be careful, guys. You can't be going to DM somebody 1, 2 in the morning, 3. I don't know. What is the time should you not DM a person? Because I know my homegirl clean cussed her boyfriend out and was about to punch him in the face for getting a DM call at, it was like 1:30 in the morning. So that's another question. What time should you stop getting like DM calls and stuff? Because he definitely was about to get knocked out. I was like, the fuck? She spazzed ab on him. So that's another thing. And is it cool to call a person from a DM? I don't like it. I get mad, annoyed. If it wasn't for business, I would probably shut my messages down, because it kind of, if you don't have my phone number, or if you can't hit me in some type of way and get my phone number, don't call me on social media, and I kind of can't control. You know, I can't control whether you're gonna call me and what's gonna happen now. That's creepy. So, Essence Monet, shout out to Essence. She is a chocolate beauty. Approach in the DM. She said it's the approach in the DM. You can find out quickly what they're in it for. So basically, she said you can find out real quick really what they want. You know, if it's just a physical thing or if it's not. I think personally, it's kind of off of you too. If you're a very sexy person, if you're a very outgoing person on social media, or you post a lot of provocative things, you should probably be just like a little cautious, you know, a little more cautious off of dating on social media, because you don't know if they really want you for who you are, who you present yourself as on social media, or if they want you for who you could be and building with you and trying to create, you know, some form of future. So